Have you ever felt completely alone, facing a struggle so big you weren't sure how you'd get through it? It's a universal human experience, that feeling of being tested to our very limits. Today, we dive in deep into one of the most profound stories of struggle and triumph ever told, the temptation of Jesus in the wilderness. This isn't just an ancient story. It's a powerful blueprint for how we can overcome our own internal and external battles. Picture this. After his baptism, a moment of profound spiritual affirmation, Jesus is led by the Spirit into the desolate wilderness. For 40 days and 40 nights, he fasts. Imagine the physical toll. The hunger, the weakness, the isolation. The desert isn't just a physical place. It's a state of mind. It's that place we all go to when we're stripped of our comforts, our routines, and our support systems. It's in this raw, vulnerable state that he faces his greatest test. The first temptation comes when he's at his weakest, physically starving. The tempter, Satan, appears and says, "If you are the Son of God, command these stones to become loaves of bread." It's a cunning challenge. It's not just about food. It asks a temptation to use divine power for personal comfort and to prove his identity on someone else's terms. It's like when we're struggling and a voice whispers, "Just take the easy way out. You deserve it." Why suffer? But Jesus' response is profound. He quotes Scripture, saying, "Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of God." He's saying our deepest hunger isn't physical, it's spiritual. Relying on quick fixes or material solutions might satisfy us for a moment, but true sustenance, true strength comes from a deeper source, from our connection to our purpose and our faith. This teaches us that when we are tempted to cut corners or satisfy an immediate need at the expense of our long-term values, we need to remember what truly nourishes our soul. Next, the scene shifts dramatically. The tempter takes Jesus to the highest point of the temple in Jerusalem, a very public and sacred place. He says, "If you are the Son of God, throw yourself down, for it is written, He will command His angels concerning you, and on their hands they will bear you up, lest you strike your foot against a stone." This is the temptation of spectacle, of seeking validation through dramatic, reckless acts. It's the desire for a viral moment, to prove our worth through public approval and a grand display. Think about the pressure we feel today to present a perfect, spectacular life online, to get likes and followers as a measure of our value. Jesus' reply is sharp and direct. Again it is written, "You shall not put the Lord your God to the test." He refuses to manipulate faith into a magic show. True faith isn't about forcing God's hand or demanding signs and wonders to prove our importance. It's about trust, humility, and walking a path of integrity, even when no one is watching. It's a powerful reminder for us to find our worth within, not in the applause or admiration of the crowd. Our journey is ours alone. We don't need to perform it for an audience. The final temptation is the most audacious. The tempter takes Jesus to a very high mountain and shows him all the kingdoms of the world in their splendor. "All these I will give you," he says, "if you will fall down and worship me." This is the ultimate temptation of power, wealth, and worldly glory. It's the offer of a shortcut to the ultimate prize, bypassing the path of suffering, service, and sacrifice. It's the voice that tells us to compromise our principles, to sell a small piece of our soul for a massive gain. "Just this once," it says, "and you'll have everything you've ever wanted." But Jesus' rejection is absolute and final. "Be gone, Satan, for it is written, you shall worship the Lord your God, and Him only shall you serve." He declares his ultimate allegiance. There is no compromise when it comes to our core identity and purpose. True authority and fulfillment don't come from grasping for power or bowing to a lesser master. They come from serving a higher purpose, from aligning our lives with what is good, true, and just. This is a crucial lesson. The greatest treasures in life can't be bought by compromising our integrity. So what does this ancient story in the desert mean for us today? Right here, right now. It's a mirror for our own struggles. The temptation of bread is our battle with immediate gratification and materialism. The temptation of the temple is our struggle with pride, ego, and the need for external validation. The temptation of the mountain is our fight against the lust for power and the willingness to compromise our values for success. Notice the pattern in Jesus' response. Each time, he counters the temptation with Scripture. He doesn't rely on his own strength or clever arguments. He draws from a deep well of wisdom and truth that he has internalized. This is our roadmap. When we face our own wilderness moments, we need to be armed not just with willpower, but with principles, values, and truths that anchor us, whether it's through sacred texts, philosophy, mentorship, or our own deeply held beliefs. We need a foundation to stand on when the ground starts to shake. The story also shows us the nature of temptation itself. It often comes when we are at our most vulnerable, tired, lonely, hungry, or discouraged. It's rarely a monstrous, obvious evil. More often, it's a subtle twisting of something good. The desire for food is good. The desire for safety and recognition is natural. The desire for influence can be noble. The temptation lies in how we try to fulfill those desires through shortcuts, manipulation, and compromise. After the third refusal, the Scripture says, the devil left him, and angels came and ministered to him. This is so important. After the struggle, there is relief. After the test, there is peace. After holding fast to what is right, there is a renewal of strength. It's a promise that even the most intense periods of trial will eventually end, and when they do, we emerge stronger, clearer in our purpose, and more deeply connected to our spiritual core. So, the next time you find yourself in your own personal wilderness, feeling tested and tempted, remember this story. Recognize the voices that ask you to turn stones to bread, to jump from the temple, or to bow down for a kingdom. And find your own, it is written. Find the truth that grounds you. Stand firm in your integrity. Know that this struggle is not just a burden. It's an opportunity. It's the very process that forges our character, deepens our faith, and prepares us for our true purpose. The wilderness isn't the end of the story. It's the beginning of a stronger, more resilient. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey today. If this story resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What are the wilderness moments in your life, and how do you find the strength to get through them? Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into stories that shape our lives. Until next time, stay strong and keep walking your path.